I'm Julia Green from Period 2,
And I'm Camden Palm from Period 3.
and we're doing the controversy of the Echo Park Dam. We're going to begin with the background information about the Echo Park Dam and controversy. In 1948, the Upper Colorado Basin Compact determined how to share water from the Colorado River with the arid states in the western region. By the late 1940s, the building of a dam across from Echo Park, which would be located on the Green River, was proposed by the United States Bureau of Reclamation, also known as the Bureau of Reclamation, which was a federal agency founded in 1902. However, this conflict soon became a debate at a national level between economists and conservationists, which would define the future of the federal policy in the American West. The dam by Echo Park was proposed as part of a larger project known as the Colorado River Storage Project, or the CRSP, which would build dams, canals, plants, and projects for water and power throughout the territories around Colorado, including Wyoming, Utah, New Mexico, and Arizona. These projects would be channeling water from the 14,000-mile-long Colorado River. After World War II, the nation wanted to be the best in the world, so American motives were aimed at prosperity in defense and economics. Thus, between 1950 and 1956, the Echo Park Dam controversy was viewed in the public eye. The question was, should dams be allowed within a national monument?
Hi, I'm Camden Palm, and I'm for the creation of the dam. Dam proponents include the Federal Bureau of Reclamation, most Western members of Congress, and commercial representatives from the Upper Colorado River Basin. The dam was a crucial component to the CRSP because it could be used for large supplies of water. According to Herbert Hoover, every drop of water that runs into the sea without rendering a commercial return is public waste. The dam would be extremely beneficial because it would be able to hold large amounts of water, minimize evaporation, and provide hydroelectric production, all of which would help fund the overall project as well as additional projects. The basin was a vast resource in land, fuels, oils, fertilizers, timber, metals, and recreational attractions, all dependent on water in one way or another for their development. These benefits would create large profits for the entire nation. For example, the hydroelectric power harvested by the dam could produce 200,000 kilowatts to supply the electricity for multiple communities in the Colorado neighboring areas. We see no reason to encourage those who want to maintain the West as a colony so that nature lovers from the east of the Algeriñas can come every 5 or 10 years to sniff the clean air. Finally, the opponents argued that the dam would ruin the Dinosaur National Monument, but in reality, the dam would not only benefit but also enhance the land. It would increase safety and accessibility to anybody visiting the park and easily could enjoy it. Furthermore, the opponents who attended the hearing, who claimed entitlement to the land, had never even seen it.
I'm Julia Green, and I'm doing the case against the dam. Dam opponents included conservation and wilderness recreation organizations, members of Congress from the lower Colorado River Basin, and other regions of the country, and a vocal proportion of the public. These opponents believe that it would be a tragedy to destroy the Dinosaur National Monument in order to make a dam. Doing so would invalidate the national park movement and system and lead to further intrusions into national park territory by the federal government for economic profit. Not only would the dam invade the park movement, but it would also hurt the park itself by causing harm to the wilderness. One primary source example is, if you cut down a forest, nature will probably grow another one in the course of a few centuries. But if you change a river, a mountain, or a canyon, you can never change it back again. This means that nature is not renewable and we have to keep it the way it is. Members of the Sierra Club and other nature groups would be devastated for such a tremendous setback to the conservationist and preservationist movement. However, crazy Earth lovers aren't the only people awed by the national treasures of wildlife. After 1940, park visitation grew by over 40% throughout the nation. But the parks had been put into situations of pressure to open mining and extraction for federal and local profit after the period of World War II. Thus, it would be important to safeguard the national park movement by saying no to the Echo Park Dam and instead preserving the environment of the wonderful and Wild West.
We will now be discussing the final outcome of the Echo Park Dam controversy. In June 1950, Secretary of the Interior Oscar Chapman decided in favor for Echo Park Dam construction. However, popular opinion fought against this decision after Bernard DeVoto, a popular columnist, critiqued the Echo Park Dam proposal in the Saturday Evening Post. He stated, "This is a matter in which all the people of the country have direct interest." Then, in 1951, with critiques at all-time highs, Secretary of the Interior Chapman reversed his approval and issued a final report on CRSP in December 1952. The CRSP bill contained two new provisos. The first, it is the intention of Congress that no dam or reservoir constructed under the authorization of this act shall be within any national park or monument. The second stated that as part of the construction, operation, and maintenance of the Glen Canyon Unit, the Secretary of the Interior shall take adequate protective measures to preclude impairment of the Rainbow Bridge National Monument. By January 1956, conservation groups signed and withdrew their opposition to CRSP, and the bill could be moved forward, then to be approved in March 1956, and the bill was finally signed into law by President Eisenhower on April 11, 1956.
My personal opinion is against the dam because I love national parks, and even though there are many positive developments from the dam, I believe it would have ruined the park system and could have caused problems in the future with the federal government's interference. After having been to national parks like Grand Canyon, Yosemite, Yellowstone, and more, I believe that some parts of nature are definitely worth being preserved.
I agree with Julia's position against the dam. Nature is one part of life that connects us to our past. If Echo Park Dam were to have been approved, it would have been a gateway for further destruction of nature. There are so many areas in the country that have been utilized and turned into economic hubs. A few acres here and there allow humans to have an outlet. It is important to prioritize the value of nature and avoid major destruction for our future generations.